websites, like e-commerce and especially lead generation websites, have one or several important forms. Still, optimizing forms is often forgotten. In this short video, we will dive into this topic, providing you with essential information to get started and get higher form completion rates. Form analysis is the detailed examination of how users interact with forms on your websites and digital products. It's about understanding and improving the journey from starting a form to the final submission. Why focus on form analysis? Well, simple. Forms are generally the final action a user has to take to convert. When starting a form, users have already decided they want to do business with you. They want to purchase something on your website or leave their contact details. Still, when you check your data, you see that not all users complete your forms and thus do not convert. Like any page on your website, you can conduct user and data research to discover why users leave your funnel. User research works the same for forms. For instance, you could conduct a usability test or set up an exit survey to ask users why they abandoned your funnel. A thorough data analysis, however, works a bit differently for forms. You might wonder, can't I just use Google Analytics for this? While Google Analytics provides some insights, it fails to deliver the depth of data needed for comprehensive form analysis. It doesn't track individual field interactions or drop-offs precisely. This gap in Google Analytics brings us to specialized form analysis tools. These tools provide detailed metrics and visualizations that help pinpoint exactly where users struggle with your forms. Here's what a typical dashboard in a form analysis tool might look like. At a glance, you can see metrics like interaction time and drop-off rates per form and form field. A tool like Mouseflow, which also has heat maps, session recordings, and several other features, has a basic but very useful form analysis feature. If you want to go more in depth, Suko and Exatom have a lot of data and great user interfaces like the completion path, field returns, business cases, and deeper segmentation. Some key metrics you might want to monitor that are available in the form analysis tools are form completion rates, field drop-off rates to identify problematic fields, and interaction times, which indicate users' difficulty or hesitation. You also want to track submission errors, showing where users fail to proceed, and field returns, showing how often a visitor returns to a field after completing it. Of course, you also want to see segments, like device performance and behavior of those who complete versus those who abandon. If you need help coming up with ideas to improve your forms, let's cover some general recommendations. First, simplify the form by reducing the number of fields. A classic. Also have clear field labels that are always visible even when the user interacts with the field. Use placeholder text to help your visitors and arrange all fields in a logical sequence. Furthermore, having visually distinct and clear call to actions is essential. Ensure your call to action buttons are descriptive, managing the expectations of what users will get on the next page. This will ensure your users do not run into surprises. If you have a multi-step form, use a progress indicator. You can provide inline validation, displaying whether a user enters correct or incorrect information. And this is better than showing what needs to be corrected after users click the submit button. Furthermore, you want to optimize the field length. A zip code field should be short and a street name field should be longer. And have autofill enabled, making it very easy for visitors to complete the form fields. Finally, and most importantly, it all comes down to making it as easy as possible for your users. Do not make them think and allow for a wide range of inputs. For instance, a phone number field should allow spaces, dashes, and none of those. Of course, with all recommendations, you must run A/B tests to validate them. If you have a form analysis tool, you can send events from your A/B test tool to your form analysis tool. This allows you to see differences in the behavior of users in control and your variations using all metrics covered, giving you many more insights and helping you optimize and develop great follow-up experiments. For instance, perhaps you run an experiment where you change the copy above the form to increase the user's motivation to fill out and complete the form. For this, you use Optimizely to run A/B tests and the integration with Suko to get the data in a form analysis tool, for instance. When analyzing the experiment, you can see the differences between the control and the variation for the entire form in all views in Suko, which looks like this as displayed on the slide. Alternatively, you can optimize a single field. For instance, add information about why visitors should leave their phone number. This experiment works exactly the same. Set it up in an A/B testing tool and send the data to your form analysis tool and collect the data and analyze it. In this case, you should zoom in on the behavior of that specific field, something which is almost impossible to do in Google Analytics. This of course works for all A/B test tools and the different form analysis tools as well. In conclusion, form analysis and optimization of those forms are crucial to increasing your conversion rates. Use a form analysis tool like Mouseflow, Exatom, or Suko to conduct proper data research and conduct user research like exit surveys or usability tests to find out where and why users drop off. Next, run an A/B test and send the data to the form analysis tool, which will help you get more insights from your test results. I believe this is still very much underrated in our work, and therefore I encourage you to explore these tools and metrics, apply these practices and A/B test ideas, and see the difference they can make for your website and your conversion rates.